Get back in the fight!
Standard action to consume.
Yep, so that's 7, and then...
It's like, fuck me, if I'm dying, I need a drink. Okay.
16 again, okay.
Total of 23 then. Takes you up to 39.
Right.
Alright, that's your standard action gone. You still have a move and quick action.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up, I guess.
Alright, that's your move action.
Quick action. Yeah, I could cast Ice Shield, but nah. Nah, I'm done.
Okay, you can clear off the dying state from you whenever you want. I do believe you're taking ongoing damage from Triss's arrow strike,
Yep,
so you'll
6.
take that. And then make a save against it. You're clear.
Alright.
Calorel, now free and clear from any sorts of attempt at all, will attempt to once again engage Thomas.
Alright.
She will lift up her bow point blank and attempt to shoot Thomas in the face with it. That is a miss against Thomas's mental defense. And that is close to a hit, yes. That is not a natural 11 or higher, so just 14 psychic damage, and Thomas is dazed. No, he's not dazed. That was a natural 9. He is not dazed.
I should have engaged again, but I just got up, so...
And Calorel screams, I will rip you apart, Scion! Leon.
Thomas, do you need more healing? It feels like I need to come over there and help you with this.
Like Calorel, in brief analysis, fully committed to this battle. Triss, kinda on the fence about this. Not as fanatically devoted, we'll say.
I mean, if Triss runs away, that's bad for us.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, she can... I don't know if I can stop her, to be honest.
Go engage Carol, I guess.
Because I can also heal Thomas by engage Carol.
I'd have you punch
You can't heal Thomas from there, right?
No, I cannot.
Yeah. I mean, if Thomas goes down, that's bad for all of us.
Sure. If nothing else, I can try to go for Trish.
I have more potions.
I mean, you engage the goddamn archer.
We want to have 2 people engaged with each archer, right?
Sure.
Not them all.
As I will move up to engage Calorel. I will, as a quick action, use my heal ability on Thomas so he can spend a recovery. If he so chooses.
I do. Wow.
For a really poor recovery, sir.
That is...
And I'm going to go ahead and try and whack. Well, not whack, just Chaos Spell Calorel. It's a 30 versus physical defense.
Well, let me check her physical defense. 30 hits.
That's 18 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Actually, that'll be 22 points of cold damage in total.
Okay. She takes that. Reeling a bit from the blows, she is not staggered and she is still incensed.
Can't use that bow at least.
Oh, well,
that is move quick and standard over.
Thomas's turn.
Right, considering that the intensity counter is now high enough, Thomas is going to use his swordwork ability here, looking Calorel straight in the eye, as he is finally going to start defending himself. With... Let's see, that is a 3. 1.
That hits her.
And 2.
That misses her.
Alright, and as... yeah?
That is enough to stagger her.
Alright, and as a quick action, Thomas is going to use his basic tactical strike for Leon, who can do a melee attack now.
Okay. Also, don't you lead from the front?
Yes, I will do that in a moment.
As I will do a basic melee attack.
That hits her.
I do get points since it was the first attack that hit. And that will be my turn. Don't let her get a turn, guys.
Calorel is bleeding from multiple locations, but rather than attempting to like pull back and retreat as she did back in Newport, she has a fanaticism, a zeal to her eyes as she glares straight down at Thomas.
Thomas will glare back now with weapon swinging, and simply in rather calm tones say, "You can still surrender. Rethink your feelings, and you might survive this day."
Dwohurim?
Triss Calorel, guys?
Carol, I think it's better now.
You can attack her a little and then engage Triss.
It's true.
I could. I suppose I could do that if you want me to.
So she
Alright,
doesn't
well,
run.
we'll shoot a rear frost at Calorel then.
Okay. That is a miss.
Or take the 4 damage and then engage with the lady up here.
Okay. The drow is looking less and less interested in being here right now. Escalation die goes up to 4. It is Triss's turn. She looks at Dwohurim. Cautiously
Stay in, there might be something for you.
Evaluating her, like her possibilities.
Leave and you got nothing from this.
And let me make a check for her here. This isn't a disengage check. Okay. She is going to lift her bow and she is going to attempt to shoot Calorel. Would Dwohurim want to get like an opportunity attack against her?
She can shoot Calorel.
That hits Calorel, 20 points of damage. Calorel takes that arrow right in the neck. Unless she's like lifting up her axes to try and bring them down on Thomas. The hate like filled eyes like spark as she tries to move her muscles forward to swing the axes down on Thomas. And she glasses at the arrow. She turns and hisses something at Triss, but it's unintelligible at this. And she collapses down to the ground.
So, Grimith, I know that you've already done the description, but could I perhaps spend one of my relationship die to stop that from happening?
How would you justify sparing Calorel?
Not sparing her, but at least not having her murdered in a way that lets us not get information from her. Maybe Thomas could like intercept the arrow in a way that it doesn't go to the neck, but somewhere where it still knocks her out but doesn't quite kill her.
I don't see that as like a way for you to spend your relationships with your icons to your advantage.
Worth a try.
Calorel goes down. Triss immediately drops her bow, looking at Dwohurim.
Wonderful.
And this guy, like, he drops his cleavers, like, goes like, hey? like looks like panicking between all of you. And as that happens, he...
Thomas, why?
I didn't say anything.
No, you definitely did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Said that it counts in writing too. Get those damn cleavers. She doesn't get those back. Sure, Dwohurim will snatch that bow, I think.
Okay. Triss keeps her hands where Dwohurim can see them. She is not making a move
to sort of move down here to, you know.
She does as Dwohurim requests.
He'll
She
get the
is
sword ready.
very clearly, despite the fact that she hasn't taken that much damage, she is panicking.
Huh.
Does Fargus see the disappeared creature anywhere, by the way?
Looking around, he actually does see it in the junk pile. It's like peering out like carefully with its eyes, does not have any interest at all in popping out and attacking.
Alright, Fargus just points to it and says, yeah, he's over there.
Trade?
Yes, trade. Come out
There's
here, we
already
might
a
spare
trade.
your life. You might have some insight into all of this, yes?
The creature, like, slowly pokes out his rather creepy-looking head out of the junk. Looks around cautiously.
Remember the last
Slides
time
out.
we made a trade with these ones? That was good.
Yes.
That's true, I forgot about that.
Okay. He'll,
What do you have to offer for your life?
I can... He looks down at the still gurgling body of Calorel. I can offer information, no longer under contract. Clan freed.
Alright. Please talk. Tell us the information you have, and I hope it will be worth it.
The creature looks up. Tilts his head. His one good eye, scrutinizing the sky. Little sparkles appear. And then he looks dead square at Thomas. The Four endeavor to bring the end of the 13th Age and usher in an era of destruction and mayhem, the likes of which I could greatly appreciate. You, scion of the great gold worm, his only child, are all that stands between this age's longevity and chaos.
How?
With your traveling companions, you will need to put an end to the Four. If you wish
Who
to
are the
save this
Four?
age. The Four are 3 you know. And he begins evaporating, and 1, not even I do not. And with that, the bargain fulfilled, at least as far as the murderous redcap is concerned. He disappears, and Fargus does not see him anywhere.
Right, Thomas, that is, Duncan says, looks at Trace and says, and you?
What the... She's looking in shock at the fact that this fucking redcap just disappeared. She's trying to process this shit herself.
Looks to Trace and says, you, where were you planning to go in this boat?
Before I say anything, she points at Thomas. You're honorable. I promise I'll help you any way I can. No harm comes to me.
I will not harm you if you help me.
Your companions. And she swirls an arm frantically.
I
Those are
cannot
frowns.
speak for them.
A promise for them.
How can we trust you?
How can I trust you?
Nobody
Well-
needs to trust anyone.
This is important.
Your life depends on it, I suppose.
Yes.
Well,
If
let's
you'll
put
only
it this
speak with
way.
Thomas, then you'll get to speak with Thomas, I suppose.
Let's
I will
put it this way.
speak
If
those
you
times.
help us, then I will do my utmost best to convince my companions to let you go.
She looks a little bleak at that, but she doesn't argue against the point.
Now then, I suppose you should start talking.
Well, where do you want me to start?
Why did you tell the Scarlet Serpents about what we are planning, for example? And we'll just go from there.
Because I wanted to befriend Scarlet.
Do you know where Scarlet went?
No, my understanding was that Calorel was... Calorel's going to take me to my introductory mission.
And where would that have been?
Newport.
What were you supposed to do there?
I was to receive my orders from her when I got here.
She was not coming with you?
She was taking me there to Newport.
Any place in Newport in particular?
She shrugs. I've never been.
Now, this is not very helpful to us, I'm sad to say. Much as Thomas might argue, I would expect something more from one such as you. You're very perceptive. We know that, at least. Quick, surely you've caught on to something more that would be a little more valuable to us to know.
I answered your questions. Like, do you have other questions?
Do you know what happened to the remains of the Scarlet Serpents?
Well, I imagine Calorel has her orders still with her that she would have received. I imagine you could check on the boat. As far as I'm aware, however, the Scarlet Serpents have disbanded. It's a ghost town there now.
And... well, what are you going to do now if we let you go? Go directly to the constables, I imagine.
What? Like, she gives Dwohurim a confused look. You must be new here to Drakenhall.
He says, that does not matter. What matters is what you will do.
Well, I thought I was going to head back, but I'm imagining I might no longer be welcome back with those I led. I suppose I'm going to leave Blue City.
By foot?
I don't have any other means of transportation right now.
In this weather?
Are you offering an alternative?
I am questioning your sincerity.
I would like not to die, so tell me how I should leave Drakenhall. Presuming you want me to leave Drakenhall. Which, if you don't, I can accept that too.
Let's say you were given an alternative. What could you do for us? How would we know that you don't just, betray us again?
She shrugs. You wouldn't. As for what I can do, very capable with a bow. Quite a keen eye.
That's at least an honest answer.
Would you be... Do you think Catherine was important enough that somebody would look into her death?
She quirks her head and says, from my limited understanding of what was happening, her being sent to Newport was like her being exiled. She shakes her head. I think after what transpired with the serpents that it was effectively a last chance for her too. But I wasn't that close to her. I wanted to be. This was my opportunity to be.
Why did you want that?
I wanted to be a member of the Black Fang.
Why?
Power.
What would that have gotten you?
Power and security. Both of which are sorely lacking at this moment.
Power, security. Pick one.
They're both equally important.
Are they?
Power ensures the security, security obtains the power.
Very interesting. I defer to you, Thomas. And you, Fargus. Make your
Power
decisions.
Power can be something else rather than just personal power. Connections, you see? Like people like us. We have power.
I'm not disputing the fact that you don't have power. I have not been bested in many years.
Then you would agree that we can at least offer security.
I don't know about offering security, as I imagine you have quite a lengthy list of enemies.
And you're good with a bow.
That is accurate.
I don't think you need the Black Fang to get security. Let's say we take you back to where we're located at the moment and see how things go from there.
What's stopping her from shooting us in the back when the going gets tough?
What's stopping us from keeping a very close eye on her?
If someone actually assaults our base, and we get into a fighting situation, she can easily just sneak behind us and take us out one by one.
So
If they would let her. If she's seen with us, it would be the same as if I tried to backstab her. We'd get killed afterwards.
Perhaps. Depends on who's attacking us.
What's the alternative then? Send her on foot out of the city to freeze in this cold?
That's a death sentence. But he sort of looks curiously at Thomas. It seems you have quite the weight of destiny upon your shoulders, and so I will trust in your decision.
I am completely for Thomas's idea here.
Truth be told, at the moment I'd rather have people who question every decision I make. It would make me feel way more comfortable.
This is very well then. Your idea is stupid and reckless, and she's gonna kill us all at first chance. What are you gonna do about that? Grim follows her eyes up.
Yes, we do have a visitor, it appears.
Dwohurim follows the eyes of Triss up, as wrapped as they are. Now, it is difficult to see, and in the nighttime conditions, the stars are letting out a dim light. But there, suspended outside of reach, is a humanoid figure, a woman, hovering on impossibly large dragon wings. She has her arms folded over her chest, and she appears to be balancing a helmet on top of her head, a tarnished silver one. And that's her flying up there in the air.
That's a surprise.
Grim glances to Triss. Does she have any other weapons?
Triss does have, from Dwohurim's initial look, several daggers.
Too late to take recoveries, I think.
I mean, Thomas had to spend a recovery because he was.
You can't really take a quick rest right now, no.
No.
Have you
Thomas,
come to help us with our...
grab what you can from Scarlet rather quickly.
Scarlet, she's the one
Oh
up in the air.
no, Kellerel.
Thomas will just turn towards Scarlet and say, "Well then, have you come to help us with our little dilemma here, or why are you here exactly?"
You hear what you imagine is the makings of a sneer in the air, followed by an "only to give you this, Scion." And with a quick pitch, the flying woman, or hovering woman, I should say, picks the helmet off her head and pitches it at the icy ground next to Thomas.
Thomas will...
I think she likes you.
Yeah, she has shown that in different ways.
You owe me your life, Scion, not to mention the opportunity you've received. Try not to squander it.
I am aware of that. Thank you.
Fantastic. Have fun, little ones. And she begins swiveling in the air and turns away, flying off back towards the city and the darkness. Triss, like, extends a hand. Wait, Scarlet!
What just happened?
She's gone.
Women.
You hope that she would kill us, yes?
I mean, I wanted to befriend her to join the Black Fang. I didn't think she'd leave me.
I think Thomas, it seems, has befriended her. Rather intimately in his visit.
Yes and no. I wouldn't call it a friendship, although I do think my words have struck true after all. At least she hasn't tried to kill us on sight, which I think is a good sign.
I see. Well, let's touch this place and see what we can find.
So that silver helmet.
Currently sticking out of the icy ground right now.
No, Thomas will pick it up and take a look.
Yes, as he does, it is rather tarnished and bent. The poor treatment it's received from falling doesn't exactly help. But as he picks it up, Thomas can feel a glow of emotions from it. It is not quite sentient enough to communicate with words, but with feelings, and it expresses itself to Thomas. This is a champion tier item. Helm of the Vigilant Commander. As a champion tier helmet, it provides a +2 to your mental defense. In addition, it has a recharge ability, which you can activate when a nearby enemy targets a nearby ally that has 25 hit points or fewer. You may redirect the attack to target yourself instead. You must choose to do this before the attack is rolled. It has a quirk, a champion tier quirk, which if you choose to wear this, I will now share with you. As for what you find in the boat, it is a mishmash of items. Primarily of value would be the, let me check, here would be 286 gold pieces, 45 silver pieces, and 53 copper pieces. There is also the pinnace itself, and there is, among Calorel's belongings, none of their items are magical. There is a note, which I will present in the form of a handout, and will ask that one of you, whoever was searching the bodies, Manaki seems the most likely to hear them, can read.
Alright. Calorel, your value is ever dwindling. Scarlet has been repurposed, her serpents disbanded. You're being sent back to Newport. Serve Axilia capably. She has done well without you, so you must now work twice as hard. Her word is your law. Submit and obey. Do not fail us again.
Back deep into Dwohurim's mind, he can recall that Exilia was the suggested name of the Gloom when Lord Teraptus brought up the suggestion ever so long ago.
Oh. All right.
You're not actually in a combat situation, so you guys can spend recoveries as you see fit and make recharge rolls for anything.
Yeah, I assume we could essentially search the ship and stuff like that. So.
Which we've got presents for.
Note of that. A little letter there. Talking to someone. Does Triss have anything interesting on her?
not. She has her numerous exsanguinated barbed arrows, which she offers a polite bit of advice not to touch, if only because you might harm yourself. Her collection of daggers, her spider silk line. She has spiked bracers. But she has nothing magical on her.
Alright.
I'm in the understanding that we now own a boat.
By the dragon hole definition, yes.
A boat which, by the way, is still slowly drifting away from the pier.
Probably check all that. What you do?
I mean, what skill do you have at getting boats back into pier?
I mean, all you take is a rope, and you like
You
tie it to something.
You can attach it back. I just thought it worth noting since that was still happening.
Let's see here. I'll just try to recharge my ring. That looks like a recharge ring.